Speaking to journalists moments after defending his ministry's budget of 12 billion naira for 2025, Bosun stated that the 50% adjustment on Telecom's tariff aligns with broader economic trends. According to the minister, tariffs act as a sales tax, causing a one-off price increase rather than sustained inflation.
This is a sector that employs about 15,000 people directly, the employees of these MNOs. But also indirectly, I think there's about 500,000 people working in the sector, whether those that are selling recharge cards or any of those services. We have to make sure that the sector continues to stay sustainable. But at the same time, we don't want to inflict pain on Nigerians. So they were claiming for 100% increase in tariff. I think as you can see from what NCC released yesterday, we had a lot of back and forth. They've been talking about since even before we were appointed. The first time I met them almost 16, 17 months ago, it was the same thing they were talking about. But now I think we've set it at about 50% to ensure that they can find ways to stay sustainable, but also the price hike is not significant to the point where it becomes painful for us.
He further explains that the federal government is planning to invest 6 billion naira to deploy 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable, expanding the country's capacity from 35,000 kilometers to 125,000 kilometers.
So it's a double-edged sword where if you keep it low and these companies are not making enough money to continue to invest, that penetration is not going to happen. But what government is also now doing is saying we will not leave it to private sector alone, which is why we started the 90,000 kilometers fiber optic network that we want to build. We've been raising the money. We have significant commitment from the World Bank. Our goal is that before the end of the year, that government starts to also lay.
The last hike was 12 years ago, and the new tariff hike comes amid agitations by telecom operators in the last 2 years demanding for 100% increase. Charity Tanko, ITV News.